Hi, okay, in today's video I'm going to talk about what I consider to be the most important number that any business can figure out for itself. It's known as the lifetime value of a customer or client, and basically once you've got the handle on this number, it allows you an opportunity to basically outthink, out-earn, out-strategize all your competition. It'll allow you to have or get to your second USP, which I'll talk about in another lesson. But as I say, today we're going to talk about the lifetime value of a client and basically what this number means to a business. So in this video I'm going to use an awful lot of numbers, so I'll be putting them up on a whiteboard so you'll be able to go through and understand what I'm talking about. So the first number we're going to look at, we're going to go for nice simple numbers so you'll be able to see what I'm talking about, and it'll make the maths easier for all of us, I guess. Okay, so theoretically speaking, we've got a business that has a profit of £200,000 a year. In order to get that £200,000, the business processes, let's say, 1,000 transactions per year. That means that the average transaction would be £200 or dollars, depending which currency we're looking at. Okay, so here's the numbers for that. So as you can see, we've got total revenue or profit 200,000 divided by the number of transactions, which are 1,000. That means the average transactional value is £200 or dollars. Okay, so next, as we know, we've got 1,000 transactions on an annual basis, and let's say we look at our client base and it's 500 people. Therefore, we know that on average each client has 2 transactions per year. Again, I'll throw up the numbers for that here. Okay, so as you can see here, the number of transactions are 1,000 divided by the number of clients, 500, equals the average transactions per year of 2. Okay, so we now know 2 things. First of all, our average transaction amount, which is, as we said, 200. And we know on average that each customer will do 2 transactions per year, giving us revenue of £400 or dollars for that year. Let's say, for example, we know and look at our historic records for our client base, and we know that the average time a client stays with us is 5 years. We now have the numbers to work out the lifetime value. That is 200 times 2 each year times 5 years would give us a final transactional value of £2,000 or dollars, depending on what we're talking about. Okay, so here are the numbers. Average transactional value is £200 or dollars, times by the number of transactions per year, 2, times the number of years that they stay with us, 5. This gives us a first year revenue of £400 or dollars and a lifetime value of 2,000. And so this number now gives us an awful lot of opportunities from our perspective to bring in new business. If we want to spend money on bringing in a new client, and as I've discussed in another video on marketing, well, understanding marketing budgets and why they're such a silly idea, we can actually now give ourselves what's called an allowable cost for client acquisition. Cash flow depending on an annual basis. If you know that the average customer is going to be with you for 5 years and earn you £2,000, well, theoretically speaking, you could spend anywhere up to that amount of money and still produce a profit. Now, not for any sense of fairness saying that you should actually do that, but you know what? If you've got the cash flow to do it, it would give you an awful lot of advantage over your competitors on the amount of money that you can spend for client acquisition than they could, because they just don't have these numbers. So if you are going to do anything today, the most important thing you can do is work out the lifetime value of your customer. If it's not even the lifetime, just the annual value of a customer to you, and that will allow you to get to this all-important allowable cost for client acquisition. And once we know that, we can talk about tracking and testing, marketing tactics and strategies in order to bring in a new customer and thereby making you money for it. Okay, we'll discuss that in another video, but for now, that's the lifetime value of a customer. Hope this was useful, Do have a great day, and thanks for tuning in. You take care.